Video games are very different from other forms of entertainment, like movies. Because when you watch a commercial or a trailer for a movie, the intention of the ad is to have you thinking, I enjoyed watching that, so I'll probably enjoy watching the movie as well. But with video games, you're not just gonna watch it, you're gonna play it. Potentially for a long ass time. And there's no way that you can get a taste of what the game actually feels like to play with the controller in your hands by just watching a video. And this is why advertisements for video games can vary so much and be pretty unique, because instead of trying really hard to convey what the actual second-to-second gameplay of a game is like, they tend to take a more...
What the fuck is this? Fucking sponge cake!
How you say creative approach. It's all about conveying an experience and emotion that can entice a potential consumer so much that they'll be like, wait, is that Heidi Klum playing Guitar Hero and having fun? She's so hot, I like her. I want to be fun and hot as well. And while gaming existed long before the 90s, the naughty grunge era is definitely where video game commercials started going ape shit. Because the most popular approach back then was this live action, aggressive, shocking, in your face, man, kind of attitude that was essentially the video game equivalent of, if you don't shoot Big Red, then fuck you. Most of the Sega Genesis ads just focused on calling you a loser, taking a dump on the Super Nintendo, and then screaming, Sega! And then PlayStation basically took the same approach with Crash Bandicoot and proceeded to dump on Nintendo. And even Nintendo, who is typically known for its family-friendly games and cutesy characters, got into some shit. I mean, the slogan for the N64 was fucking get in or get out. But I'm not trying to say that there weren't any memorable or effective commercials during this time, because there totally were. Like the Mortal Kombat one where everyone ran through the streets screaming, Mortal Kombat! Yeah, that's where that comes from. It comes from the friggin' commercial. But eventually, by the power invested in Drake Bell trading Pokemon on his Game Boy over a power line to some other fucking kid, video games would slowly start growing out of their naughty teenage years and become a little more creative with the commercials while still holding on to the tactics that worked. A key tactic being humor, which is the first category I want to talk about. Everybody likes to laugh, and a positive relief isn't the worst thing to have someone associate with a product or a company. Whether it's the Snuggle Bear running away from a tank to promote battle tanks on the 64, Nintendo cosplayers beating the absolute living shit out of each other to promote Super Smash Bros., or a mouse in a lab just absolutely raw dogging a Game Boy Micro. Humor can be an extremely effective way to win over the heart of your audience, as long as the joke lands and doesn't suck ass. Like, while I personally love them, I think Sony made the right call when they replaced the creepy-ass baby doll ads for the PS3 with a more light-hearted and humorous approach to the commercials. Like, I genuinely believe that the Kevin Butler ads for the PS3 stuff played a huge role in turning around the fate of the PlayStation. Like, that man is a gift.
Dear PlayStation, I got a tip that you were making the PS3 $299. Confirm or deny?
$2.99? Bernie, you can't believe everything you read on the internet. That's how World War I got started.
Music can change the emotion of any situation, and when you can't directly give someone a controller and let them feel how the gameplay is supposed to make them feel, music can help to maybe simulate a sense of that feeling. Like, let's watch some of this Assassin's Creed 2 commercial, but without any of the music first. It's still got some really cool visual effects and editing, but it doesn't really make me feel anything. Like, there's not a whole lot of connection going on here. All right, now watch it with the music. Okay, I will take 5 copies, please. I will take them with my knees. I will take them in the trees. I will take 5 copies, please. I had to derobe myself of my sweater because I was getting very hot. Even in commercials where the footage shown is neither live action or actual gameplay footage of the game, but instead a cinematic CGI movie, which a lot of fucking games do this. See Exhibit A, B, fucking 12. Music still has so much impact. Like, the only reason I even remember that the game Dante's Inferno even exists is because I liked the commercial so much. And while it has some very pretty and stylish visuals that show what the game's story is going to be about, it's the Bill Withers that is really speaking to me.
Ain't no
The crazy and exciting gameplay moments that people have come to expect from Grand Theft Auto games, but instead, this commercial just shows Nico walking through Liberty City, changing outfits, going through so many different locations that it makes the game world feel huge, all set to some LCD sound system, and then he just steals a car at the end. Bada boom, bada bing, Grand Theft Auto 4, everybody. Pre-order at GameStop. Get a fucking toad. Get a brand new stepdad. It's subtle, it's clever, it's stylish, and I'll allow it. However, there's one commercial in particular that I remember seeing on TV at a friend's house that simultaneously made me feel emotions of intrigue, excitement, sadness, terror, and probably just an all-around enchantment spell. And that, of course, is the Mad World commercial for Gears of War. The visuals are obviously the foundation for this ad, showing off the, especially at the time, amazing graphics and lighting of the Unreal Engine, and also showing off the rescue hero inspired characters. But it's the Gary Jules cover of the Tears for Fears song Mad World tied with that terrifyingly beautiful ending shot of the giant alien creeping out in the darkness that could make any gamer girl or gamer boy immediately get on their knees and start praying for an Xbox 360.
Dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
And this commercial is a nice segue into the last category I want to talk about, which is the emotional, nostalgic, I don't know, man, fuck it, I got feelings and shit category. Commercials that tap into the emotional investment people have in the games they've played and spent time with. The PlayStation 3 ad where all of these iconic Sony mascots meet together at a pub to talk about and celebrate Michael, the dude who plays all of their games. Robin Williams talking about Zelda, while also simultaneously talking about his daughter Zelda, who he named after Zelda, to promote the remake of Zelda. The live-action commercial for God of War Ascension that reminded people why Kratos is called the Ghost of Sparta. Spoiler alert, he is cursed and his skin is white because he is forever covered with the ashes of his dead family. If that ain't sad, then I'm your dad. But the most emotional, effective, and just painfully gorgeous ad in all of video games, I think, has got to be the Believe ad for Halo 3. You fucking saw this coming. I saw this coming. It's in my script, but I saw it coming. The Believe ad campaign for Halo 3 consisted of a bunch of documentary-style interviews with fictional survivors of the Human Covenant War talking about the Master Chief, aka the guy you get to play as in Halo 3. But the standout of these ads showcases this meticulously crafted, gorgeous diorama of an enormous battle in the Halo universe, accompanied by Chopin's Raindrop Prelude. I already talked about this commercial at length in my Halo videos, but just know that I personally think this commercial is the perfect combination of presentation and emotion, and it'll make anyone believe. Yes, games are just games. Yes, these action figures are just action figures, but it's the stories and feelings that we associate with this fictional stuff that makes it real. Just watch the damn commercial. Try not to cry. I hope we had some fun today. If you get tired, pull over. Okay, call me back. Love you. Bye.